Hello students, this is Heather Hammond-Williams again. I wanted to give you a video about talking about activities in our class. So I have all the activities for the semester posted, just like chapter reflections. Where you would find all of them, you would go into the assignment button, click it, that's where I'm at right now. You would go find the activities folder. Actually, let me do that so you can see it. Clicked onto assignments, the assignment button. Now here is our activity folder. You'd click onto that, and then we have this is all for the whole entire summer, all your activities. I have a discussion board tips on how to post, so that's very helpful. Then I even have some of our activities are going to be creating handouts. So I have some samples for our physical activity just to show you what some can look like. I'll pull those up in a minute, but this is what I'm clicking on. I've already clicked on it, but activities for the summer. Pull it up from here. So these are all going to be due Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Your first part is going to be doing the variety of what the assignment's asking for that activity in particular, and we'll talk about that in a little bit more. But then the second part is you got to respond to a fellow classmate. That's only going to be 5 points, but please, these 5 points will start adding up if you skip that part. So you're going to respond to one classmate. You're going to talk about, their handout, their discussion board, whatever the activity is. Aim for a paragraph. Really give me some detail on how you're connecting. So there's all the instructions on how to post. I'll show you that in a minute. So our first activity was that questionnaire one. So I wanted to know a little bit about you guys. You're going to be connecting to 2 people on this one, classmates, and talking to them, connecting, do you have similarities? Maybe they do something interesting, whatever you want to do, just talk to them about it. This is going to teach you how to kind of do these discussion board posts. Then our next one is going to be critiquing the menus. So this one in particular is going to be very helpful with the menu assignment. So I have some pictures up there. If you can't see the pictures, please send me an email. I will send them to you directly. Some of the wording is a little grainy, so I just want to point that out now. But you're going to answer these particular questions. You're going to say which menu you picked. They're numbered. You're going to talk about the positives of the menu that you picked and then the weaknesses of the menu. This is going to be very helpful for your menu assignment to kind of see, why does some look better than others and what can we do to fix it is going to be question number 4. So that's where you're going to respond into your part. That's going to be considered like your part A. So this one is a discussion board post. Then part B is you just need to pick one classmate and kind of talk about similarities, disagreements, whatever it is, but it's in a professional manner and you need to cite the textbook, and that's worth 5 points. Then our next one, and there's the pictures of the menus that you're going to pick. So that's menu 1. And then there's menu 2. So you're going to do an activity handout. This handout is actually kind of fun. Students usually get very creative on it. You're going to make a traditional dish, whatever dish you want. Maybe it's not culturally traditional for you, but traditional to your family, whatever you want to pick. And you're going to make a healthy version. Maybe it's your favorite food, maybe it's just something you're playing with, whatever you want. You're going to make a handout. And with handouts are very visual, they're very appealing. Kind of think about, for this one, recipes that you find on the internet. The ones you like better have more details, tells you the serving sizes, more precise, all the ingredients that you need. It tells you step-by-steps on how to prepare and the directions to make it. So these are going to be very important. It needs to be appealing. It needs to have a picture of it. It needs to be very, very beautiful. Why I say this is because often you're going to be creating these for your families to give out. So let's say you made something, or your guys' menu had something on it that day that the child really loved, and they're telling their parents. Now the parents are coming to you like, hey, can I get this recipe, because they won't eat my meatballs, but they'll eat your meatballs, so I need to figure out why they're going to eat yours and not mine. So this is why those are very important, because you're going to be passing these out often. Then for your part B is responding to a classmate, maybe connect to them, like I really liked it, it was so appealing, I never thought about using zucchini instead of noodles, whatever it is, just respond. And that would be that one. It gives you step-by-steps. And then observational video is going to be there. This one's going to be very helpful for you to help with your with your safety and health assignment. How do I see that? This is going to be connected to your observation. So what am I looking for? The purpose of this, and if you're having struggles with the link, let me know and I'll send you the link directly, is really focusing on what do you see. So it's a very short video. You get to see it twice, which normally for our observations, we're only there one time. We only get to see exactly what we're looking at. But I want descriptions. Tell me what you see. Be factual. Tell me about the colors around. Like, is the child on a white blanket? Are they on a blue blanket? Like, give me specifics. You're kind of like a camera is the purpose. Then you're going to be talking about, for your next one in weeks 3, or organized by weeks 2, is making a physical activity handout for your future families. It could be anything that is physical for preschoolers that would enjoy, that their family would enjoy. I have samples posted on that one so you can kind of see what they look like to help you with that. But make it visually appealing, make it informative. Would parents want to read it? How beautiful is it is what they're looking at. And of course, part B is responding to a classmate. And then we have outbreak. Outbreak is kind of fun. You're going to be creating a handout that you often are going to have to give to parents because guess what? Our kids get sick in our care sometimes. So for this particular one, you're going to get to use hand, foot, or mouth or ringworm. You get to pick one. Only those 2 choices though. And you're going to create a handout and you're going to tell me about the sickness. You're going to have symptoms, how does it spread, treatments, how to prevent it, and you're going to show like a picture of it. You can do step-by-steps. This is important because often you're going to be giving this to the parents when you have an outbreak of some of these items. Then you're going to post it, you're going to respond to a classmate, which is 5 points again. Really connect, give me about a paragraph. And then week 4, you're going to be evaluating the classrooms for safety issues. So you're going to answer the questions. There's 4 pictures of classrooms. You're going to pick 2. You're going to state which number you picked and you discuss, what age group we're looking at, which will be helpful for you because let's think about it for infants and toddlers. They like to put things in their mouths, so you're going to be looking for things like that. And talk about any potential issues in the classroom. What are dangers? What are hassles to the classroom? What are some hazards? The pictures are down here. Once again, if you can't see it, send me an email. I'll send it directly to you. Then you respond to a classmate like, oh, I thought of that too, or I didn't even see that. Like, great observation. Give me that. Cite the textbook. So here's the picture in particulars. There's there's the classroom 1, classroom 2, classroom 3, classroom 4. And really look at them and see what are some potential hazards. These are just pictures I pulled off the internet, so just letting you know. Then for week 5, we're doing a first aid kit. So you're going to create your own first aid kit. However, always a however, you only get 5 items. So you got to pick what is the most important. You're going to talk about what age group you're working with, and some items might be more important to have than another age group. And what are these items? What are their essentials? Then you're going to tell me what items are missing. So kind of really what else do we need in there? So pick your top 5 is really what we're focused on. Explain it, give us detail, and then you're going to respond to a classmate's post like, hey, I didn't even think about using that item. And that's kind of what the activities are. Now, your next question is where do I post these? You're going to be posting these just like your chapter reflections. So you're going to go into the chapter reflection activity button. You're going to click it. And then all those forms are in there. So there's activity 1. We already did that one on the other video, but how would I click into... Maybe let's look at critiquing the menu. So it gives you all the step-by-steps. Then you're going to click into this. You have to create a trend because I haven't made one, and you're going to create the trend. You're going to critique menu. You're going to answer all those questions. Maybe you're going to have an attachment. Browse my computer. So if you're doing like a handout one, you would browse my computer, you would find that handout. Let me see, maybe we'll just pick this one. You're going to push open. It's going to be attached. That's how when you know it's attached. So with the handout ones, that's going to be in particular. Everyone's going to be able to see it. You're going to push submit. I'm not going to put that because we are just doing this as a trial and error. I'm going to push cancel on it. and you would see your name appear to know what it is. And then you would find classmates, and then you would kind of find theirs. I'm going to take us back. So all the forums for activities and chapter reflections are in here. So you can work ahead as much as you want. Let me pull this up where we were. I have it enlarged so you guys can all see. So there's critique the menu. I even have the pictures there. Traditional meal conversion handout. That's where you would upload your handout and then respond to classmates. A lot of times I like to use your guys' samples to help with my kids too. And this kind of is what you're going to be doing for our activities. The activities and chapter reflections are very similar in that component. So hopefully this helped with some of the questions maybe you have for activities. If not, feel free to send me an email. I will respond to you very quickly. So hopefully this is helpful. Have a nice day.